Star Radio Sunday Jazz Brunch, Walt Adams with a very special guest to join me today. Again, our program called Share the Journey with Living Resources. And today I have the pleasure of speaking with Jesse Saperstein, their college experience, media, and activities liaison. Good morning, Jesse.
Good morning, Walt. It's great to be here.
Great to have you with us. You're involved with a lot of stuff helping out at Living Resources. It's got to be a great insight for you to be able to help others, knowing you've gotten through your own challenges.
I do have a disability, just so you know, and that way I'm very much similar to the alumni I work with. I live with Asperger's syndrome.
Okay.
Staff, and I went to Hobart and William Smith colleges.
Well, Hobart's a great school. I know someone who went there who said it was a really good educational experience.
Yes, for the most part, it was the best place I could have chosen. And the college experience was not in existence at the time, so I never had the option of going to this incredible program.
Well, tell us a little bit about some of the stuff you do.
I try to do as much as possible, and the Alumni Activities Club is primarily led by the alumni themselves. They come to me with ideas, and I let them know I want to choose things that make them happy, and we do our best to make it come to fruition.
One of the managers at Living Resources said, something about Jesse is it doesn't matter what is needed, you ask him, and he's there to roll up his sleeves and help out. So that's a great work ethic that you bring to the table.
The college experience and all of Living Resources is very accommodating toward me, and this is the first job of my life where I do not have to live in constant fear of making a mistake. So I try to give back to them as much as they give me, and in my opinion, the best way to go about a job is to go above and beyond the line of duty. And in accordance with my specific disability, I call it Asperger's insurance. So the 1,000,001 things that are done right, they compensate hopefully for the few bad days.
Well, that's a good way to look at it, Jesse. Can you think of any stories that really gave you a really good feeling that you were really helping someone?
Well, there's so many, I don't even know what to choose. And the Alumni Activities Club is only one aspect of my multiple roles at Living Resources. What makes me happy is when I'm able to build connections for the alumni and occasionally the students. For example, I was able to find one alumnus and interview with one of the CEOs from Sesame Workshop. His name is Nick, and he talked to the educational leader of the Children's Television Workshop.
Wow.
about building a Muppet with cerebral palsy, which is what he has. And in reality, it's up to the alumni themselves to have the perseverance, but no one can achieve anything without some amount of assistance.
Jesse, you've got a very inspiring story, having faced your challenges and overcome them. What would you say to somebody who's having a tough time?
I very much emphasize I am not going to tell them to just hang in there or say it gets better or that's just life. The fact is that it may seem like they have to hang in there forever, and that's not sound advice. And furthermore, sometimes it gets much worse before it gets any better. But at the same time, life is all about throwing as much to the wall as possible, especially if you have challenges, and hoping that one or two things stick. And it's very critical to try to be someone who goes above and beyond the line of duty and does what they say they're going to do. Those are all the soft skills that make a difference. And my favorite expression is, you're an adult first and somebody with a disability second. I did have many challenges when I first came as an employee of Living Resources. For example, one of my multiple phobias is a fear of unnecessary waste. So I would kind of paw through the garbage like a starving raccoon and separate the recyclables from the regular garbage. And they talked to me about that and explained that that's not appropriate. And they were very patient with me, and I did a lot better over time. It's important to listen to constructive criticism and understand that you must put some things on a back burner when you're at work.
Having gotten through those challenges and persevered and now a successful career with Living Resources, that's really something to be proud of.
Thank you so much. And I also want to emphasize that it's not going to always be perfect. And sometimes we cannot solve all of our problems, but the college experience does a wonderful job walking the walk, in the sense that they've not only hired me with my Asperger's syndrome, but also David Lieberman, who's on the autism spectrum, and he's the first student who became a full-blown staff member. He's at the same level as anyone we work with as a fellow employee, and I think it's just awesome.
That is inspiring for all of us. Well, Jesse, I've really enjoyed our interview, and thank you for sharing your journey.
You're a great interviewer, and I'm glad that Colleen is part of your family.
Yes, you have a great weekend, and really nice to have talked with you.
Thank you so much, Walt. It's been a pleasure.
Jesse Saperstein, their college experience, media, and activities liaison. I'm Walt Adams. For more information on the services that are provided, go to livingresources.org.